Hello, I'm Matthew from Ludo.Chrono, and today I'm going to give you an overview of Jurassic World, the minute game. So this is a tactics game for 2 to 4 players ages 12 and up, and it plays for 30 minutes to 90 minutes. This is still a prototype, so no components are final and you can expect them to look better in the end. So this is a game which is scenario based and which is based on the Jurassic World franchise, and you're going to be playing as dinosaurs or humans from that franchise. So every unit is going to come with the miniatures, obviously, but also with the mat and with their own deck of cards. And this is the behavior that the units will have. The actions that you will perform are conditioned here. And you may customize that deck of cards to make your draws into what you want. So you can customize your units. You also have a deck of hero cards, which are tactics that you can play, which modify the game. So we are going to be playing in rounds, and in every round we are going to play one card per unit. How does that work? Every player draws 6 cards from their units deck for each unit, and they are going to be playing one card here, and this is the card that they are going to play with. So for example, I really like Acts Like Mole. I'm not showing it to the other players. I will place it here face down, and I may keep a card for a later turn. Sometimes you have card text, but I'm going to go back on that later. So for example, I like this one, so I'm going to keep it, and that's it. I've done my planning. Once everyone is done planning, we're going to check the initiative, which are the little symbols here, and we may activate one unit. If we have the most initiative, then we go in initiative order. So we flip our active card, and this is going to give us bonuses here. And these bonuses are really interesting because they are going to give us, more room for our actions. In this case, I get more movement and more attack, and this part of the bottom of the card is going to be conditional. So in this case, if I have a lot of adrenaline, I can get more movement, I can get more attack, and sometimes the cards have a power here, a special ability that you can trigger in various ways. So now we can perform movement and attack. So for example, let's imagine that I had a lot of movement. I could go up there and try to eat the dinosaur here. So I'm going to try to attack it. So first, I'm going to look at my total attack. I have a total attack of 4, and then I will look at the evade value of the defending unit. If the defending unit doesn't have a higher value with their evade, well, I hit, and then I'm going to look at their armor. So depending on their armor, which I will subtract to my attack, damage will be dealt, and when damage is dealt, the life total of the defender is going to drop. So that's basically how it goes. And also, the defender will gain adrenaline based on the number of hit points they have lost. So adrenaline is really useful because it will empower certain units. I told you about this power here. And it can also be used with the hero cards here. The hero cards, when you discard them, they are cards with special abilities that you can trigger, and when you play them, when you discard them, they are lost for the rest of the game, and if your deck runs out, you're out for the rest of the game. So you have to use them and spend them wisely. Whenever a unit on the board is activated, this is the end of the round, and we're going to move to the next round. To move to the next round, you're going to draw 6 cards, or if you have a card in your pocket slot here, you're going to draw 5 cards and discard back. So that's it. You have a turn, and then this card doesn't go away. And the reason why is because of these symbols here on the edge of the card. And these can stack with multiple cards. So if they stack, you will be triggering combos, and these combos will make your abilities better. Sometimes you can inflict fear on the other characters. Sometimes you're stronger. Sometimes you make more movement. So this is really important to consider. You have better things to do when you stack the cards. So the game is going to be over and won whenever one of the victory conditions of the characters or the last condition is met. So that's it for the basics of Jurassic World, the miniature game. Obviously, this is a tactical game in which you are going to tactically place yourself on the board and protect some objectives, but also a game in which you're going to plan accordingly to the deck of cards that you've made. So now bye bye and see you on LudoVox.fi.